Yeah.
really, really bizarre. And I hadn't told anyone about this visualization process that I was doing. So at that point, I always say it was like a message from someone
That's
somewhere in the
insane.
universe that I'd won, and I was getting really emotional at that point. So yeah, I'm sure it's just a crazy coincidence, but it was a real special moment when I walked on that stage
So
and
you knew
heard
then
that
you'd won.
and ended up winning. Yeah, it was weird. I was more emotional when I heard that music than I was when I won, because I already felt like it was already a sign to say you've won this. So yeah, and it was overwhelming to know that so many people, just like had happened when I watched Leona Lewis all these years ago, so many people have picked up the phone to vote to help her and me get to where we wanted to be. So it's just a lovely, overwhelming feeling. It was good, really good.
That's a good thing. I want to pick up on that visualization process that you were saying you did, because some people can naturally just be in front of people or stand and be on stage and remember things. But I I have to do what you do, because if I rush out or go straight onto stage, I am the worst for having mind fog and just blanking.
Yeah,
Even though I'm comfortable and I'm happy there, if I haven't thought about that moment, I'm such a nightmare to be like, oh, I don't remember what I'm doing here. What am I meant to be saying? So
yeah.
that process is really good for someone to learn or to think about doing, because it can help you. And one bit of information I got about going out on stage was someone just said to me, slow down, because if you do get lost or forget anything, you can pick back up if you're going slow. But I used to rush out. I'd be on the mic and I'd be like, "What's up?" Blah, blah, blah. Or even the podcast, I'd get straight into it, and then I'd get lost, and the guests would just look at me, and I've gone so fast that they can tell you're thinking. And I'd do it on stage, and someone said to me, "Just slow yourself down."
Mm,
But
it's
you
good
can,
advice. Yeah,
yeah, and that goes along with that visualization process as well, though, because you can walk out on stage kind of already being there, even if you haven't been there. So you
yeah.
can take your time and you visualize things going wrong, not going wrong, going right. You can pick back up. So I think that's some really good advice. To know that
It's basically I tell people that the only way to get good at anything is to do it over and over and over again. The more you do anything, the better that you get. Now, obviously, when you're going to walk out onto stage for the first time, you don't have that chance to actually have done it hundreds of times. But the more you visualize it, that is to a certain extent just like rehearsing and actually being through it hundreds of times. So it works in the same way. So and like you say, the more you do whatever you do, the better you get. Know what you can't ever like. I understand that I can't expect to be great at the guitar, having just pulled it out of the case and just strumming chords for the first time. I learned that the hard way. But yeah, you've really got to put in the time, and visualization is a great fast track for that, for sure.
what a story that would have been though if you'd actually gone an audition and they could have looked back like years ago on, or how many ever years it was before.